to Beyond Evil, True Crime. I am your host, Kimberly Carroll, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and listening. I also want to give a great big thank you to Air over at Death Row Executions and Wicked Women. She gave me a shout out during her last episode on execution, death row executions. And I got so many new followers, and I want to thank you all for coming over and subscribing. I really, truly appreciate it. Um, there's been a little bit of change in the program here. I originally was just going to do cases that I did a true crime podcast for and come over here and give you the what the fuck opinionated version of it. But I'm actually going to open this up a little bit more and give you a lot more content in a shorter period of time. I do know that a lot of people don't like long videos, so I will still post the ones that go to a podcast, but I'm also skimming back on the podcast and releasing maybe one or two a month. Over here, I will release as many videos as possible because there's so much out there that's happening, that's going on with cases changing and so on and so forth, that I feel that that's where my time will be served best. There's a lot that goes into the podcast because I go in detail from beginning to end, and it's generally only cases that the suspect culprit, the convicted, has been convicted. And so I'm giving you the facts straight from the courtroom and court documents and so on and so forth. Here I will still continue to give you those, and I will try to skim them down and make them a little bit shorter, but I will also give you up-to-date cases, new cases, and unsolved cases and of such. So everything true crime will be happening over here. So with that being said, today I want to bring you a case that I didn't hear too much about, and I don't really watch too much TV, so I don't really get a lot of the news updates. And there was a lot of horrible stuff going on in the last, we all know 2020 has just been but I I guess I didn't hear it on the news, and so when I did read about it, I was like, well, wait a minute, nobody's talking about that. And that's the case of Maurice Taylor, who decapitated two of his children in Lancaster, California. Now, on December 4th, the fire department will be called out to his home to do a wellness check because somebody called in. Well, not somebody, one of his clients called in saying there was a gas leak. They claimed they said it was a gas leak because, he knew he had children, he hadn't heard from him. Now, mind you, Maurice Taylor is a physical therapist out of Santa Monica, California. During this pandemic, he was doing Zoom sessions. Many of his clients have come forward saying he was very reliable, mild mannered, a wonderful person. They just can't believe this has happened. Well, they didn't. They one of his clients, who happened to be an attorney, called in and said, there's a gas leak. So fire department goes out. They go in and they find Maurice Taylor and Natalie Taylor, 12-year-old son and 13-year-old daughter, decapitated in their bedrooms. They also find 8 and 9-year-old sons of both, and of course, Natalie and Maurice in the home. Now, the police would say that Maurice later complained of it being hard for him to breathe. So when they took him out, he was videoed being removed from the scene on a gurney, handcuffed. I don't recall anyone having footage of Natalie being removed, so I don't know if she was handcuffed or anything like that. But I do know she was released the same day. I don't know what her story is, and this is another reason why I'm going to really, really stay on this case, because there's no way that I'm going to still be living, or I am not dead if my two children are in the house dead, not to mention decapitated. I know I need to live for the other two that are there, but we got to fight for the other two as well. It just don't, I, I can't put it together. So, um, it was said that the 8 and 9 year old Natalie and Maurice were unharmed. They were checked out. They were, there's no way I'm going to be unscathed. That's just not going to happen. I mean, if you were in a room bound, locked in, you're still going to have some type of um, restraints where you were trying to get out of them. Something, something. So I don't know what her deal is. It was also said by some of his clients that she was the aggressor in the relationship. He would be on the telephone and she would be heard yelling at him, and he would always have to de escalate the situation once again with them and reiterating that he was very mild mannered and so on and so forth. So his was held on $4.2 million bail. He would then go to court on December 21st. In between December 4th and December 21st, it was found out that the children had been dead for 5 days. This was probably the 5 days where his clients didn't know where he was and were worried and concerned. He killed the two babies on November 29th. They were found on December 4th. Fast forward, he goes to court. It's a Monday morning at the Antelope Valley Courthouse. Public defender comes in. They do their little legal, and he requests it to be held over, for him to give his plea to be held over until January 12th. Prosecutor said fine. Judge was about to say fine. Maurice Taylor said, I don't want him. I want to defend myself. The judge is like, okay, that ain't what this is right now, but we'll talk about that. He's like, no, it's against my religion, my religious beliefs. I'm being held in, my human rights are being violated. I got a hit out after me. The prison guards are out to get me. They're telling people I'm a baby killer. Um, he's going on and on and on and on, but in a mild mannered way. So I see where they say he's very mild mannered because he was. He wasn't this crazy smear feces on the walls, batshit crazy dude. He was this calm, mild mannered crazy. So the judge is trying to call, tell him, okay, okay. So he then, the attorney that was for him said, can you please give us a moment so I can confer with my client? Judge says, okay. So they come back. The attorney says, I will do whatever the court deems fit for me to do. Judge is like, what? He's like, so Maurice is still saying, I want to defend myself. I got a hit out after me. I don't know if he's involved, but my God, I am very religious. I'm very educated. I've taken some criminal justice courses and I can defend myself. And my God tells me that I am innocent. I know I'm innocent. And if I have somebody else defend me, that he can't help me. So the judge is like, so you hear God is talking to you? And see, this is where you can't say he's crazy because he says, no, he's not talking to me. I just know that I am innocent and my God knows that I'm innocent. So the judge is like, going back and forth. Needless to say, he schedules him for a competency hearing. And that's supposed to take place, or supposedly taking place, on January 6th. I have not heard anything. I haven't found anything as far as him taking it, him showing up, if he's crazy, if he's going to do whatever. So my thoughts are that he's not competent at this time, and maybe they're, they pushed the date up, but I'm going to keep a close eye on it because I definitely need to know what happens in this case because this is insane. Please subscribe, click the notification button so that you can get updates. When I get them, you will get them. I promise you. And there will be more content coming to you soon. I have a whole bunch of cases that I'm trying to figure out and get planned out for you guys. So please stay tuned. And I really, truly appreciate you all. And welcome and enjoy the ride. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe and come on over and enjoy the journey with us. Until next time, thank you and bye-bye.